Hey guys, welcome back. First off, this is a sponsored review. The nice folks at Formula J87 were kind enough to send me some LED bulbs for test and review. And second, there's going to be a giveaway. So if you want a free set of LED bulbs, you don't need to watch any of this garbage. I recommend you skip to the last chapter called Giveaway Rules, and there you'll learn how to win them. So first, I'd like to talk about this company, Formula J87. And second, I'd like to go over my test methods to find defective bulbs and to see if they're going to last through the warranty period. And then third, I want to give you a demonstration on how these things work. So back in 2012 is when I upgraded the incandescent bulbs to LEDs in my 2004 Crown Vic. And the problem I was having is when I would get on the freeway at night, it felt like people just didn't want to let me merge and get on. And around that time in 2012 is when LED brake lights and stop lights started getting real popular on cars. And I realized people just weren't noticing my car because the bulbs were too dim. So I chose these Sylvania Zevos. These seemed to be the best ones at the time. And I've been running these bulbs since 2012, so these are 11 years old, and I just pulled them out and they still work, and they're just as bright as the day I bought them, so they're pretty good. But for the past year I've been wanting to upgrade to something a little bit brighter, and that's where these Formula J87s come in to play. So when you get online looking for LED bulbs, you know, you've got hundreds of choices on bulbs and retailers on Amazon, eBay, or even your local auto parts store. So whenever you buy LED bulbs, whoever you buy them from, it's real important. The two most important things are the return policy and the warranty period. And the reason why I say that is because when you're upgrading from an old incandescent bulb that's made to work in an incandescent reflector housing, when you upgrade to LED, depending on the shape and the size and how the chips are oriented, they may or may not work in your reflector. So it's going to be it might be a game of buy and try until you can find the right one that puts out the proper beam pattern in your reflector. So I wanted to know these three questions. What is the return policy on Formula J87? And he's got a 60-day return policy, with free return shipping, no questions asked. And I really like that because I usually buy from Amazon and they've only have a 30-day return policy. And number two, how long is the warranty period? And he's got a 3-year free replacement warranty. So if the bulb fails within 3 years, you get a brand new bulb. And number three, how do you file a warranty claim? And you've just got to email formulaj87@gmail.com, and you'll either take a photo or a video of the malfunction to prove the bulb is defective, and then once he confirms that, he'll send you out a new one. And the nice thing is, no return is needed for the defective item. Okay, so starting in 2018, when I got my Grand Marquis, I wanted to upgrade the bulbs in the stoplights just like I did in my Crown Vic. So I went looking again, and I tried more than a few from Amazon in the $20 price range, and I tried just about every one, and none of them were as good as the Sylvania. So I bought another 4 for my Grand Marquis. And what I discovered when I would buy these bulbs is, you know, half of them would be dead on arrival, or they would burn out soon after installation. So what I came up with is a little quality control testing method to find out if these bulbs are going to be defective within the first few days or first few months of operation. So the first thing I like to do is I hook them up to power and I measure the amperage or the current draw with my fluke meter here. And what I do is on these Formula J87s, I had 12 of them. So that's why there's 12 numbers here. Now, when you measure the current and you just look at one bulb, it really doesn't tell you anything. You need to have at least 2 or 4 of them. It really helps. And what you do is you compare the readings to the other ones. And what you're looking for is you're looking for outliers. And usually with these LED bulbs, if you have a bulb that is using less amperage, it usually means it's going to be a dim bulb. And if you see a bulb that's using a lot more current than another bulb, it means it's going to be running too hot and it's going to burn out. So with these Formula J87s, the average was around 173 milliamp, and that's pretty close to what these bulbs are. I didn't have any outliers that are too far out. And that was on the low brightness, and on the high brightness, they're pretty much identical, 1.1 amps. So that's my amperage test. Now the next test I do is to check the temperature, and what I do is I let them run for 5 minutes and I check the temperature at low brightness and check the temperature at high brightness. And I do that with a this is a thermal imager, and it basically just sees heat, and it's real handy to check the temperature. I'll give you a demonstration on how that works when I turn the bulbs on. And again, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a temperature variance. If I see a bulb that is running really hot compared to the other ones, that means that bulb is most likely going to fail soon after installation, or it's not going to make it through the warranty period. So that's 5 minutes of operation, and then I do a little torture test. I run them for 8 hours continuously, and I want to see how hot they get and see if they'll explode or even burn out. And all 12 of these bulbs made it through the 8 hours on the low brightness test. The temperature is acceptable, I'm going to say. And then I run it on the high brightness, and you can see the temperatures are a lot higher, almost double. And I ran that test for an hour and a half, and I would consider that a torture test, because how long do you depress your brake pedal before you release it? You know, a few seconds. So this simulates pressing the brake pedal and holding it there for an hour and a half. And all the bulbs made it through the test, none burn out, and I didn't see any problems. So that right there is a good indication of the quality control and the reliability and the durability of these bulbs. That they're going to not only make it through the warranty period, but probably exceed the warranty period. And I'm pretty confident in saying that, because this is the second time I've tested bulbs from Formula J87. I tested the 3157 amber front turn signals 2 years ago, and those are still going strong in my Crown Vic and Grand Marquis. So I have a feeling these red ones are going to be no exception. Okay, so let me give you a little demonstration. So this is the standard OEM stock 3157 incandescent bulb out of our Panther cars. And I'm going to put this diffuser over the bulb just so it can come up better on camera. So when you turn on your parking lamps, that is the low brightness, and then when you step on the brake pedal or engage the turn signal, you get the high brightness. So that's what that looks like. Parking lamps, and then brake pedal and turn signal. Oh yeah, let me show you the heat. So just from that little heat, see, there's the bulb right there. We can see it already got up to 125 degrees Fahrenheit. Excuse me. Alright, now let me show you the Sylvania. This is what I've been using for the past 11 years in my Crown Vic. So there's the low brightness, or there's the parking lamps, low brightness, and then that's the when you press on the brake pedal or engage the turn signal. Alright, now let me show you the Formula J87. Okay, there's the low brightness and there's the high brightness. So once again, that's turning on the parking lamps, and then that's stepping on the brake pedal or engaging the turn signal. So you can see they're a heck of a lot brighter than the Sylvanias, and they're really a heck of a lot brighter than the incandescent bulbs. Okay, now I want to talk about the third brake light. This is the third brake light in our Panther cars, and I want to talk. I have some bulbs for that thing too. So this is the factory OEM stock bulb. Oh wait, let me show you. So these are the Formula J87's replacement for the third brake lamp, and I tested these, and I'm really impressed with these. The quality control is really good and better than the other ones. You can see the milliamps is very close to one another. And then I did a 5-minute operation test, and they do get hot. That's because they're smaller, so they can't dissipate as much heat. But I don't think it's going to be a problem, because how long do you press and hold the brake pedal? You know, a few seconds at a time, and this was a 5-minute torture test. So I'm going to say these have passed my quality control test. And not only are they going to make it to the 3-year warranty period, they'll probably last longer than that. So this right here is the factory OEM incandescent bulb that goes in the third brake lamp. And this is called a 912 or 921 or a T15 base. It's a very common bulb that has around 100 different part numbers. So let me show you what that looks like. So this bulb is just a single filament bulb. It just comes on and off. So that's on, off, on, off. Now let me show you what I've been using for the past few years. I was using one of these cheap unbranded LED bulbs, and I really like this because it's a lot brighter, but there is one downside to that. I'll tell you that in just a second here. So you can see that's a ton brighter, and the good thing about it is it's got that instant on, instant off response. So as soon as you touch the brake pedal, those people behind you know you've applied the brakes. All right, now let me show you the Formula J87. Okay, look at that. Not only is it much brighter, but it's red. And the reason why I like that is because when you're in the driver's seat and you push the brake pedal, when I had these white bulbs that were white, sometimes I could see just a sliver of white light bleeding through where this doesn't quite match up with the carpet on the parcel shelf. And for the first couple of months it was alarming. I thought somebody was coming up behind me with headlights, but I realized it was just my own brake light activation. So now that these are red, when I'm driving and I push the brake pedal from the driver's seat, I get that sliver of light that bleeds through is actually red. So I know that it's my own red brake lamps. Okay. Okay, so my final thoughts on these Formula J87 bulbs. Would I recommend them? Yes, I would recommend these. Number two, would I buy these with my own money? Absolutely. I would absolutely buy these bulbs with my own money, so I have no problem recommending them. And this store, or this company, Formula J87, they pretty much have all automotive bulbs in all sizes and every different color, so they're pretty much a one-stop shop. Alright, now let's get into the giveaway rules. So for the giveaway, you're going to win 2 pairs of these 3157. So you're going to win a total of 4 bulbs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and those will be for your stop, tail, and turn signals, because our Panther cars, they use 2 bulbs per side. And then you're going to also win 2 of these 921 T15 bulbs, because that's how many it takes in the third brake lamp. So right now these are going for $40 a pair, and these are going for $25 a pair. So it's a total of around $100 in giveaway. Okay, so rule number 1, you must own a Panther car, 1992 to 2011, and that's because those years are the size that these bulbs use. The older Panther cars use a different style. And put the year, make, and model of your Panther car and home state down in the comment section. Number 2, email me 7 good quality, high resolution widescreen photos, no vertical photos of your Panther car, and US shipping address within 12 hours of the winner notification. And number 3, winner pays the USPS 2-day shipping cost of $11 via Zelle. And I ask you guys to pay the shipping cost because my channel is not monetized and I earn $0 making these terrible videos. And I'm not using PayPal anymore, so I'm using this new pay app called Zelle. So that'll be one of the requirements. And last but not least, the winner will be chosen live on camera using a random comment picker 24 hours after this video is posted. And I'll pick 9 backup winners will be chosen just in case. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.